Let's talk about the real state of the state here in California.
I'm here at a gas station where Newsom has driven gas prices to over $5 a gallon. We have the highest gas prices in the nation, and what are we getting for it? Not much. As prices broke records in 2022, Newsom doubled down on failed policies, and guess what happened? Prices soared, with the difference between our gas prices and the national average jumping even higher. Gas prices translate to higher shipping costs, meaning everything from a bag of chips to a Big Mac cost more. When the cost of a gallon of milk is 30% higher in California than other states, despite California producing the most milk, you know something is amiss. But legislative Republicans aren't giving up the fight. We want to lower the cost of gas by suspending the gas tax. We want to reduce the regulatory burdens that are inflating prices for groceries and for restaurants. That could help put several $100s back in your wallet this year. But these aren't the only things Californians are struggling to afford. Families here are forced to pay twice the national average for a home. Legislative Republicans care about lowering the cost of living. We want to encourage building by cutting red tape while giving homeowners a break with more tax deductions. Filling up your gas tank, buying groceries, and putting a roof over your head shouldn't cost an arm and a leg. Years of bad policies are to blame, and Republicans are committed to fixing them.
I'm standing here in downtown Sacramento on what was once a thriving business and entertainment district. Taking a walk down the street, it's easy to see how many businesses are closing up shop, something we see all around the state. Between soaring taxes and rampant crime, we've lost hundreds of thousands of small businesses in recent years. And while California has one of the highest tax burdens of any state, what do we get in return? A record-high homeless population, crumbling infrastructure, and projects like the high-speed rail that receive billions of your taxpayer dollars with little or no results. Legislative Republicans want to fix California by tackling retail theft, helping small businesses thrive, and getting government spending under control. Criminals are driving hardworking business owners out of this state. It doesn't have to be this way. By actually holding criminals accountable, we can restore safety to our streets.
I'm here at one of the many homeless encampments seen in Sacramento. Here in Newsom's backyard is one of the largest chronically homeless populations in the entire nation, only falling behind LA and New York. The real state of California is more than 180,000 homeless people. Capital Democrats have spent more than $22 billion on the problem in the last 6 years, only for things to get worse. Newsom's throw good money after bad approach clearly isn't working. That is why legislative Republicans have called for an audit of the state's homeless spending, and why we believe that we need accountable programs that compassionately clear encampments and get people off of the streets and into recovery. No one wants an encampment in their backyard. It's not safe for you, the community, or anyone on the streets.
I'm across the street from the state capitol, standing in front of one of the numerous law enforcement vehicles needed just to keep us safe. Law enforcement has to grapple with the real state of the state. That's a rate of drug overdoses far above the rest of the nation. Last year, the governor said he was committed to fight against fentanyl. Yet, legislative Republicans had to fight tooth and nail to get even the most common sense bills considered in committee. At a time when fentanyl is a leading cause of death in the United States, our communities desperately need a more serious approach. Since last January, 7,000 Californians have lost their lives to fentanyl poisoning. Legislative Republicans are fighting to hold dealers accountable and provide resources to those struggling with addiction. Californians deserve better.
The real state of the state is that California is in crisis.
Legislative Republicans believe there is a better way.
Our state should be a place where families can thrive. We are dedicated to fighting for common sense measures, lowering the cost of living, tackling crime,
act on homelessness, and provide opportunities for generations to come.
Together, we are committed to fixing California.